After a massive Russian attack on Ukraine's power grids, more than 1 million Ukrainians have been left without power, and more escalation is feared next. The tense conflict between Russia and Ukraine began more than 1,000 days ago when Russia invaded Ukraine, and it seems to have no de-escalation in sight. BBC reported explosions occurred across the country of Ukraine, from Kharkiv in the east to Luhansk in the west and Odessa in the south. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attack as a vile escalation and said Russia has used cluster munitions. Authorities in Kyiv say the attack lasted almost 9.5 hours. In the aftermath of the attack, Ukraine disconnected several nuclear power units from the network. As Russian attacks on energy infrastructures only Thursday continued, a Ukrainian energy industry resource told Reuters. Ukraine operates 4 nuclear power plants with 15 reactors. News agencies have also reported that many regions are left with either little or no water supply, in addition to the power outage. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that Russia struck Ukraine with 90 missiles and 100 drones overnight. In response to Ukraine's attack with UK and US weapons last week, it was last week that outgoing President Joe Biden of USA allowed Ukraine to use US-made weapons in its fight against Russia, a move not taken well at all by Russia. Putin said Russia is selecting targets in Ukraine that could include decision-making centers in Kyiv. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky gave the same figures in a statement he made earlier, according to BBC, and he said that cluster munitions were used specifically against civilian infrastructure. Ukraine used UK and US weapons to strike Russian territory for the first time last week, which apparently promoted this retaliatory strike from Russia. Engineers have already begun the repair damage to the infrastructure, the Ukrainian agency said, but Ukrainians have been warned that emergency power shutdowns could last till longer. In a report in The Guardian, a senior UN official, Rosemary DiCarlo, this month denounced the rise in civilian casualties in the nearly 3-year-long conflict between Ukraine and Russia, noting Moscow's targeting of Ukraine's energy infrastructure may make this winter the harshest since the start of war.